Parental divorce or separation is often traumatic for children, but what happens when a parent loses contact and then only shows up on important days and holidays like Christmas? What rights do these children have under law? To help us answer these questions, we speak to Advocate Shawn Meyer from Innovation Legal. Shawn, thank you for your time. What rights do the children have in the case of an absent parent like that?
Morning, Tafamu. Well, to summarize, they've got very strong rights, to put it simple. And those rights are found in our Constitution, in the Bill of Rights, and also in the Children's Act. So what the Constitution says is that every single child has the right to parental care and to be protected. And also what our Children's Act says, and they're strong, that a child's best interest is paramount. That is also echoed again in our Constitution under 28.2, where it says a child's right and a child's interest is paramount to everything. So when I think what comes as a confusion to some of the parents, that they confuse their rights with the children's, but the children's rights are paramount. And we will see under Section 9 and 10 of the Children's Act, the court and everybody has to consider, and they must consider the views of a child. And where that comes into play is if we look at the ages of the child, a child do have a choice. Courts will not force a child to do anything they do not want to do. And that is echoed in the Children's Act again, because if a child can participate in anything that influences his rights, he must be, not can be, his views must be considered. It's not like in the older days. We've got a constitution where we acknowledge the rights of a child. We've got the Children's Act from 2005 that there's over 300 sections in the Children's Act that specifies and clarifies every single right of the child. And of the most important, and you can go through all the cases that's been argued, is the best interest of the child. And the best interest of the child is under Section 7 of the Children's Act. And it's explained there in, I think, 14 sections. So if a child does not feel safe, if a child does not feel that his rights or he's heard, the courts are there for him. The Act is there for him. The Constitution is there for him.
Shawn, sometimes when you do get a situation where the child is not old enough to exercise their rights, and in fact, when this seasonal parent comes along, they come bearing gifts and they come with all sorts of fancy things that make them seem like a great parent. So what do you do in those instances? Who enforces the rights of this child?
Well, the moment you get divorced, there would be a settlement agreement that sets out the rights and responsibilities of the parents. There also would be a parental agreement, possibly, that sets out the rights and the responsibilities of the parents.
Shawn, unfortunately, we're going to have to cut you short. We've got a live event that we need to cross to. Thank you so much for your time.